Why do I procrastinate? Well, that's a good question. It's not like I do it intentionally, right? Before I move on, I have to clarify to myself. Procrastinating isn't laziness. It's like it's very easy to confuse the two. I confused the two a lot when I was little because it's easy to look at the result, not doing something, and assume the steps are the same to achieve in achieving that result. But to be lazy is to know you're able to do something and just not doing it because you're not in the mood. To procrastinate is to want to do something but you just can't. It's like you have a hand, you have a hammer, you want to swing the hammer into your hand but like your brain refuses to do it, right? It's just instinct. That's just how it is. That's just how you work. There's nothing wrong with that. I often assumed about myself that it's annoying. It's really annoying, yeah. It's not a good thing that's happening, but I like to interpret it as a useful mechanism in some regards. For background, I have ADHD, right? Both inattentive and hyperactive, so I'm a extra expert. When I was little, I have ADHD, right? And when I was little, I had the option to start drinking, for example, right? Because everyone, not everyone around me, but like it was just, I heard it was a popular opinion to just start drinking. And I think I wanted at some point, but like at the same time I procrastinated doing it. And so by procrastinating doing that, I saved myself a possible addiction. And that goes for a lot of things. I'm grateful that I procrastinated on certain levels. The problem comes when procrastination happens day to day. It's very important to know yourself then, I found. Like, for me specifically, lists don't work. I tried every list, every Excel sheet hack. I tried everything that involves organization on paper or on phone or whatever. But the reason it doesn't work is because, first of all, to maintain a list is another task, and you're already not good with tasks, as it were, if you're good with procrastinating. And for me personally, the moment it's on a list, it feels more important. It feels more grand, the task. And the moment that happens, I'm even more inclined to avoid the task, if that makes sense, right? Another thing I noticed that prevents me from doing a task is the scale of the task, the reward of the task, the scale, the duration of the task, like how long will the task take. Because contrary to what I think, my brain is smart. You have to apply that as well. Your brain is smart enough to know that for a long task you will give away a lot of energy, and if your brain already runs low on energy, it will automatically prevent you from starting the task, because that's a lot of unnecessary energy wasted, right? Why would you waste so much energy on a task you don't want to do in the first place, or on a task that's too big, and then you don't have enough energy for other smaller tasks? That's the scale, the reward of the task. For chores, I'm pretty sure they're called chores because the reward is sure your house is clean, but then that's a temporary reward, and then your house is dirty again. And so what's the point? It's very easy to fall into that, because it's just the logical thing to get trapped in. That why would you do the same thing over and over and over and over again if it's just gonna undo itself at the end of the day? And some tasks are not immediately rewarding, usually big tasks, like finding a job, completing a big project. It's not easy to start and continue them, because you don't get the reward immediately. You get the reward in the future. The reward is imaginary, as it were, when you start the task. And when you don't get an immediate reward, your brain is like, again, because your brain is smart, is like, then why are we doing this? Why are we wasting energy when we get nothing in return? It's just basic logic. And distractions, those are also a thing. I'm very easily distracted or demoralized by something, and then I start doing something else. I found I work best when I do a bit of that project, then I move on to the next project, and then I move on to another project, and then I go back to the first project and move between 3 projects at once. I just find it more stimulating that way, because your brain, it needs to be engaged. Much like a dog. A dog needs to play. It needs variety. If you only do one task continuously and there's no reward to it, then what's the point? Once again, the best way is to allow yourself to manufacture the distractions, I guess. When you feel restless, right? Just what I do specifically is move to another project or take a break. The break thing is with the break you risk, right? You risk a lot, because if you take one break, there's a chance you won't start again because the break is very low effort reward. That's another thing, like there's that other technique that I don't know how people do it. You do a task, you give yourself a reward. Well, because we established our brains are smart, we already have the reward before we complete the task. Why should we do the task when we can just get the reward? It's very, very cheap dopamine. And if you also have ADHD, you should know that we already struggle with dopamine as it is, and cheap dopamine does not help. What I found that works best for me specifically is to always do something, as small as it is. It keeps you running. I feel like, or at least that's the case for me specifically, ADHD is very tied to depression, and the same goes and the same applies for depression. The same advice: never stop doing something. The moment you stop doing something, you just start collapsing in on yourself. For depression, if you stop doing something, then what's the point anymore? What are you looking forward to? For ADHD, if you're not doing something, which happens a lot in ADHD because of procrastination, you feel horrible about yourself. Even though you want to, you just can't. And in those moments, just do the smallest task possible. What can you do? Let's say you have to clean the dishes, but there are too many. Okay, don't start with the dishes. What I do is I start with the dishes that are out drying. I put them back in. That's a less stressful task for me, because I don't have to get my hands wet. In general, just what works for me is minimizing the steps you have to do at once. Spread out those steps. For showering too, that's also a struggle for me. What I do is, a task is prepping the bathroom for when I get there, right? Okay, so I do the prepping as a first task, and then go fuck off. And then I need to put the towel there. I put the towel there. I need to check the water. I'm gonna check the water. Oh, I'm already wet. Well, might as well just take out my clothes. Oh, I'm naked. Might as well just hop in the shower, You just give yourself small crumbs and small chances to opt in and out of a task. Your brain in general, if you are prone to procrastinating, it wants to do stuff. It just can't. So just help it by giving it small rewards, and allow yourself to be proud of those moments. You're not a failure if you failed the bigger picture, quote unquote. You're just, I mean, you completed the task, right? You completed the small task of setting up the bathroom for showering. You completed the small task of putting the dishes away. Every single thing you do that is not just doom scrolling, sitting, wasting away, every single thing you do that amounts to something is something, and you should be proud of it. You don't gotta put yourself down like that, you know? I put myself down like that a lot. It doesn't help. It just demoralizes you further, makes the tasks harder to complete because your brain is like, no, you're doing it wrong. That's not the right task. You should be doing more and more and more. Do more. Do more, otherwise I'm not satisfied. That's what your brain says when you're not nice with yourself. And in those moments, just remember you are just a person that's trying. That's above all else the most important thing you can do. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for listening to me and for watching the speed paint. I hope you're doing well. Remember that all I said were my opinions from my own experience. I'm no therapist, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully. Have a great day. Bye bye.